you still trading on a free app? Damn, that's cute. Yeah. Out here flexing on some paper gains like that's loot. You ain't got it. I pull 6 figs before I'm even out of bed. What you got? Your bag holding options that are damn near dead. You see me rolling in the Benz, you wonder how. Why you selling your soul for a couple hundred now? I'm stacking chips, flipping options like it's a game. Too easy. You're out here chasing dreams, man, you're lame. I see you panic selling, stressing, praying for a bounce. Desperate. Meanwhile, I just shorted and I'm stacking big amounts. You're refreshing your screen, wiping sweat off your face. Good. I just bought another watch just to fuck with my pace. You're broke, I'm up, we ain't the same. Yeah, you know it. You trade for survival, I trade for the game. What's that? You flexing 100, that's minimum wage. Shit, for real. I just made your whole salary, now back to my trades. Get that money, stack it high, don't play. Yeah, run it. I'll make more in a minute than you make in a day. Flipping stocks while you're stuck in your grind. I'm out here balling, you just falling behind. Watch me rise, you just sit and complain. Watch me, I'm in the fast lane, you're stuck in the rain. I'm cashing in moves while you're out here just waiting. Still waiting, get your money right, or keep on just hating. Oh, you bought some calls, man, that's cute, you're still a rookie. Yeah, you know I'm out here making 6 figs while you acting all looky. You chasing that pump, thinking you're on top. You ain't fooling no way. But I'm shorting your whole portfolio, watch it drop. You tryna flip pennies, but your game is weak. Weak as hell. I make moves that make your whole account look bleak. So sad. You out here acting like you know the game, looking lost, but you're buying at the top, looking lame. Keep watching, I'm breaking records, stacking fast. You're stuck holding bags while I'm living life fast. You buy at the peak, now you crying for a dip. Meanwhile I'm stacking bags while I sip on my 5th. You thought you had a strategy, thought you had a plan, but you just a kid, I'm the grown man. I'm blowing up the market, you're just another clown. While you fighting for crumbs, I'm breaking it down. You're broke, I'm up, we ain't the same. Yeah. You trade for survival, I trade for the game. What's up? You flexing 100, that's minimum wage. For bro, I just made your whole salary, now back to my trades. Get that money, stack it high, don't play. Yeah, run it. I'll make more in a minute than you make in a day. Flipping stocks while you're stuck in your grind. I'm out here balling, you just falling behind. Watch me rise, you just sit and complain. Watch me, I'm in the fast lane, you're stuck in the rain. I'm cashing in moves while you're out here just waiting. Still waiting, get your money right, or keep on just hating.
Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And by good morning, I mean not a good morning. As much as I might seem cheerful and happy and, I don't know, with a little bit of glee, I am not. I am, in fact, already on tilt. I really thought with these job reports this morning that they were bearish, so I took some bearish positions. I fat-fingered it. And now I have way too big of a bearish position. I'm down a lot of money and things were looking good for me like 10 minutes ago. Like there was a chance I might be able to get out for either break even or like a small loss. And now the market, it's going to be one of those days. It is, I don't know why. I've been on the ball for like 2 to 3 weeks straight, like trading lights out, discipline. And today I was being stupid. I thought I saw some form of an opportunity and I was being dumb. I was being straight up dumb. And then I added to a dumb position. So it's obviously horrible to be trading without a solid plan or risk reward. It's even dumber to then double up on that. And now I'm at the point where I guess I'm going for pure luck. I don't know what's going on today. It's not looking pretty. And unfortunately, today's trading performance is not only is it trash based on what I'm still in it. And I probably should have cut it. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck. This is just boning me right now. This is just like, I was going to try to hold for open and just pray that the market open craziness would maybe benefit me, but obviously that also comes with a risk because if it doesn't, like it could just go completely against me. So I'm not taking any risk off the table. I'm already over left. Like, dude, this is just not going well today. And I don't know why. That's such like a psychology thing. Like, how can I be on the ball and do exactly what I need to for so long and then just do stupid stuff like this. And it's not even a little bit stupid. It's a lot of bit stupid. Like, why did I double down? It's one thing to like break rules and that stuff at your normal size, but why is it like that when things go bad, they go bad so exponentially? It's not only did I not trade when I was supposed to trade on really something that's not my style, it's not my strategy, but then to do that at double the size, oh my God, it's just so, it's all my fault. Obviously, I'm not blaming anyone. Like, I'm in real time recognizing that I'm on tilt. It's my fault. I broke all my rules. And when I break my rules, it costs me money. It's just so frustrating that you like know better. It's also frustrating that like I said, for about 3 trading weeks, lights out, discipline. Basically, the day after FOMC, I was like, okay, time for me to get like a bit more serious and do like exactly what I need to do. And since then, that was December 18th. So from December 19th onward, like I following rules, like as disciplined as could be. And then today, I decided to come up with a whole new rule. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That jobs report doesn't seem good to me, so let's go short. And then it went against me, so I went short again. And then the market just kept going. And right now, I'll show you guys, but I'm down a shitload. Fuck, dude, it's just so frustrating, and I just get so angry at myself. And I guess I'm just sharing this because not everything is always so cheery and awesome in the world of trading. As much as I like screw around and make money and then yell and whatever, like, dude, this is the game of variance, and you have to trade accordingly to be able to survive variance. Because if you always assume you're right and you bet that way, one bad bet blows out your entire account, and it's impossible to trade perfectly all the time. You can trade disciplined all the time, but even trading disciplined, you have to be disciplined to get in the right situation, and even in the right situation, you could still have a losing trade. So thus, you have to have even more self-discipline to get out when you need to. So I'm in this situation right now where I wasn't disciplined on the entry, shouldn't have been trading till 10 a.m. anyway. And on top of that, I was undisciplined with size, and I was undisciplined with the risk management. So I'm at the point where I've been going from like solid trading to now I'm more on the side of just like, oh, maybe I'll get lucky with this gamble. How much you down? Well, right now it's unrealized, but it's unrealized about, I don't know, it was $80,000. Now it's $60,000. Like, dude, it's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to not go on tilt. That's my major goal. If I have to take this loss, I could take this loss and I can make it back. I can make it back by next week. Like, I need to keep like, and it's so hard to do it. It's when you're in the middle of tilt, whether you're whatever, let's just use the market as an example. It's so hard to pull yourself out of the tilt spiral as it's happening. And it's generally like when the market closes and you sit there and you take a breath and you calm down, you go for a walk, you go to the gym, you do whatever. And then you're like, okay, here's what I did wrong. And you have that second to breathe. But it is very, very, very difficult, at least for me. Maybe you guys are better at it. Once again, I'm just talking from my own experience. I feel myself in that psychological spiral right now. Like right now, as we are chatting, I feel myself saying, wow, you're doing dumb stuff. Just stop yourself from doing fucking dumb stuff. If you guys were asking me for advice or an opinion or anything like right now, it's like my advice would be like, you're in a spiral, you just gotta stop. Like today's not your day. Close out the positions, come back because the risk reward's just not worth it. And as much as we can logically digest that, the emotional side about it, the greedy, psychological, like whatever it is, that hopeful side, literally hopium, copium, you're like, no, but like if I do this and if I just double up once and I can make it, like it's such a brutal spiral to be like, you almost simultaneously feel like you're examining yourself and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm on. Like we all know when we're on tilt. It's not like a surprise, but it's so hard. It's almost like your brain fractures in two to be able to recognize that you're on tilt. And it's almost as if like an other body experience. You're like, yo, you're on tilt, you're spiraling, you got to stop. But then yet you can't get yourself to stop. And it's just so, it's frustrating. I don't know. For me, it's a very difficult thing to pull myself out, as I've already said. I think it makes it more difficult on stream because obviously there's like expectations of doing good trades and making money. So I add extra pressure on myself, and then obviously I can't hide this stuff from any of you. I have to be honest. So it's like it's not only embarrassing and frustrating at myself, like I feel like I should be trading better and I feel like I should be doing better, but then it's double frustrating when I have to tell you guys. It's like legitimately embarrassing because I've been doing this for over a decade. So in my mind, to still make these silly psychology mistakes, it's like, dude, you gotta like grow up. You like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, be more mature. This is real money. Like, it's so, I don't know. It's just like the frustration I feel towards myself. It's just like, it makes me so irate. It makes me so fucking angry. And here we are. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky. Most likely I'm going to get boned. I would say it's a 40-60% chance. I think I have a 40% chance of being lucky, and I think I have a 60% chance of being absolutely boned. So maybe Lady Luck's going to be on my side, but we're going to see how it's going to go. I mean, I guess I could show you how it is right here. I'm praying for this breakdown. I'm currently short 2 contracts, which already is against my rules. Like, as you guys have been seeing my trading, 99% of the time I'm only trading 1 contract just because of how much the futures market moves. I'm short all the way down here at 80, and instead of having 1, I have 2. And like, this is why I have my rules, because if I had 1 contract, I'd be able to manage this. I would be able to manage being down 1.5K. That's fine. 1 good trade and I'm already break even. Another good trade, I'm green on the day. And instead, I'm basically saying, nope, I'm very positive I'm right, and obviously I'm not right at the moment. Maybe I'll be right, but I'm praying for this breakdown. I interpreted the ADP job numbers, the initial jobless claims, to favor me, and I was like, oh, cool, economic report favoring me. Slapped the short button, slapped it again when I proved to be wrong. And which is so dumb, because the market's interpretation of a macroeconomic event, it might make sense, it might not, it might make sense later, it might not make sense later. It's so dumb. What rules the roost is price action, and I was actively fighting price action for no reason, just because I thought I interpreted the news better than the market did. And if you're fighting the trend of the market, the trend of price action, it costs you a shitload of money. So, I mean, at the extreme here, I was down 80K. Right now, I'm down just under 60K, maybe somewhere between 50 and 60. We're going to see. It's just like, it's so angry at myself. It's an embarrassing thing. Maybe I get lucky. If I do get lucky, that's just the market. This is not a skillful trade. Like I said, I felt confident. I interpreted the job numbers to be bearish, and the market basically said, oh, you think these numbers are bearish? Go fuck yourself. So that's where I'm at. And I'm at the point where I'm hoping for a double top, but in reality, we basically have higher highs and higher lows. It's fighting against me. It really is. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm watching this very closely. I'm praying for breakdowns. And if not, like I said, I give myself about a 40% chance of being lucky and about a 60% chance of being utterly boned. So we're going to see how that plays out. In the meantime, I do want to shout out very quickly, today's stream partner is Edgeful. This is the tool that I use that gives me the statistical breakdown and likelihood of certain events happening. And I'm going to show you exactly how this made me just over $500 yesterday. Obviously, there's a free trial if you use the link pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. Once again, you get a 1-week trial. I highly recommend checking it out. But before we get to that and the trades, and let me monitor this just to make sure I'm not losing all of my money. Stock futures rise as investors try to recover from the tech-driven sell-off. If the SPX doesn't hold 5,900, I think we're puking another 40 points or $4 in the SPY. Stock futures are a little changed as tech stocks struggle to recover from sell-off. I think there is more downside. Once again, my key level is 5,900. But before we get to that, there are some crazy things going on. Wildfires roar near LA with wind scene intensifying. The pictures, the videos, it is very disheartening. It is some nightmare fuel. If you're in the area, if you have friends or family in there, and my heart goes out to you. I was watching a lot of this morning. It is absolutely crazy. Obviously, if you're individually in the area, please be safe. This is absolutely wild. The other political drama yesterday, Trump had a speech. I believe it was at 11 a.m. Eastern, and he was saying a lot of things that are already being memed, and honestly, it was comedic, and right now I'd be a little bit more excited to get into it if I wasn't getting completely boned by the market. But talking about Panama Canal, Greenland, Canada, the Gulf of America. He gave us a lot of good stuff to talk about. And obviously, art of the deal, it's not even that green. Of course, mainstream media just loses their mind. They don't know how to handle this. Trump imagines new sphere of U.S. influence stretching from Panama to Greenland. Trump's Panama-Greenland threats single unchained second term. European Union won't allow attacks on borders. French minister says after Trump's Greenland comments. Why Trump's pursuit of Greenland could be cheered on by Russia. Dude, the media is spiraling, and he's not even the president yet. Can Trump buy Greenland? What to know besides no? Like, it just kept going and going and going. And I would argue that the really funny part was right here.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers...
Hell yeah, brother.
Territory. The Gulf of America.
The Gulf of America.
Name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Right away, like I said, sending everyone in a tizzy. So right here, the Gulf of Mexico, for those of you who don't know, he's saying we're switching it to the Gulf of America. It is appropriate. Now, on less of a comedic update, more of like the overall global economy, markets sound the alarm over deflationary spiral in China. Very real. This is the 10-year yield diving in China. Look at this. If you just go back and back, in fact, you could pretty much go back to like 21 and it's just been nothing but down and down and down. Now remember, if yields are diving, that means bonds are going up. Generally, if people are buying bonds, they're just saying, hey, we need some sort of safe haven investment. Sometimes there could be another situation, like in our situation, bonds are going down, but that's just because we're saying, hey, we think inflation is going to keep going up. So it kind of depends on the backdrop. But in China's situation, the argument is, wow, we think the government's really going to step in with stimulus, liquidity injections, quantitative easing. So they're just going to bonds right now because it is not looking pretty over there. And it has not been looking pretty for quite a while. Also not looking pretty here. Mortgage rates hit the highest level since July, crushing application demand. Interest rates going up. It seems like inflation's going up. It's the monetary backdrop globally and also in the US right now, not so bueno. Other updates we got today that absolutely boned me. ADP non-farm employment change 122. They were expecting 139. Initial jobless claims 201. They were expecting 214. I thought these numbers, especially the first one, was going to be a massive benefit to me. And clearly I was freaking wrong. And that's what I've been complaining about pretty much all morning. But as soon as I heard this go, I took a short position. Market kept going up. I took another short position because this isn't good. We have a very soft labor market. But this is a great example of sometimes we understand what's going on in the economy and we make predictions, but that is like, you can make a prediction about where you think the economy is heading, but that doesn't mean the market's going to agree at all. And it definitely doesn't have to agree in the short term. And that's exactly what we saw from 8:15 till now. These were not good numbers. If you look at the options market, not good numbers. And guess what? I put my money where my mouth was, thinking that this economic update would directly relate to something playing out in the market. And I was woefully wrong. So that is a very good example of, yes, sometimes we have a prediction on a company and an earnings report, and then yet the stock behaves differently than what would logically make sense. Because remember, even though there is sometimes correlation, there's other times that what really only matters is price action. I swear sometimes I would be a much better trader if I never paid attention to any news. I really believe that, where if I just looked at charts, don't tell me the ticker, don't tell me the name, just show me the charts, show me the price actions and let me trade. I swear, because sometimes my bias gets painted and fogged by my personal interpretation and bias of other things going on. And sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong. And I swear I would be better off if I just stuck to the price. Private sector companies added 122,000 jobs in December, less than expected. Not the craziest jump to be like, oh, okay, we're adding less jobs. Yield curve is ripping, soft labor market, bonds going down, inflation going up. Yeah, not good. And then the market goes anyway. That's how it goes. That's life. Bringing it on to individual equities, I just want to call out Friday. Oh, first of all, the market's closed tomorrow, but Friday, Tilray and Delta, Walgreens, I know some of you are talking about those. Also, with respect to individual equities, really the semiconductors, NVIDIA just hit an all-time high yesterday. Actually, even though it hit an all-time high of 153.13, it had a brutal bearish engulfing candle. So wild stuff, but it did technically hit an all-time high after Jensen, the CEO and founder of NVIDIA, had a pretty impressive conference out there in Vegas. Trump announces $20 billion foreign investment to build new U.S. data centers. So data centers, AI, gaming, technology in a general sense, autonomous vehicles. This wave of like robotics and really these processing chips are going to be the upstream technology needed for all of this. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. This is just culturally, technologically, this is where the world is going. Now, even though I have to worry about today, I do want to let you know yesterday in the Discord was pretty fruitful, made $2,150. Piper at 10:07 in the morning, technically it was 10:05, fired off a bearish signal, 4 out of 5 confidence, which is a 2x multiple, recommended a call credit spread on both the SPY and the Qs, 598, 526. As you can see where we concluded, 588 and 515, both of those hit. The minimum amount of money you would have needed, capital in your account, to take one of these is $354, and that returned $46, a 100% credit return. Obviously, you could scale this up to your heart's desire as you want. And this was my version of the call credit spread. I played it on SPX. I sold 30 of these, made about $1,500. But the play I really want to talk to you is my second trade of the day. Additional call credit spreads, and this is my edgeful trade. I sold the 5940, and I want to explain why I did that and what happened, what was going down in my mind, and I think I make a lot of sense of it. So in the block right here, this is the Monday trading session. So oops, let me bring this back to where it needs to be. So right there, that's Monday's trading session with a high of 6,021, a low of 5,960. Now, as the market opened yesterday, the biggest casino went dingity ding ding ding. You can see right here around 10 a.m., we broke that low. Right here at 10 a.m. yesterday, we broke the daily low from Monday. Now, why is that significant? It's significant because exactly what Edgeful is telling us. If the low is broken, the chances of closing below that low is 57%. Now, most of the time, the market is distributed in a 50-50 manner, so that's a 7% edge. Right away, I know we have an edge to not only most likely close below the previous closing value of 5975, but we actually have an edge to close below 5960. So I was like, okay, I stored that away. I know the odds are increasing for 596 or 5975 to close below that. I know that's about a 76% chance. And then now I know to close below 5960, once again, I know I have about a 7% edge. So with those both in my mind, as we were trending, I was looking for a bit of a pop to sell more credit. Because remember, to take advantage of this, the first thing that pops into my mind personally is call credit spreads. Because if you're selling a call, it's kind of like a sports bet. You're basically just saying, hey, I bet it's going to be below that value. That's what a call credit spread is. It doesn't matter if it's a cent. It doesn't matter if it's a $10. Your bet is binary. You're basically saying when the market concludes, when the option expires, I want it below that value. That's what happens when you engage in a call credit spread. So I know my odds are pretty good as of 10 a.m. that we're closing below this generic region that I'm highlighting. I waited for a pop right around here late in the afternoon, sold at that point, and that was exactly this trade. I sold the 5940 and my protection leg was 5945. I had 10 of them. I sold them at 65 each, and that's how I returned $650 literally directly just from these odds that I'm getting on Edgeful. Now, I want to clarify, these are some of my favorite reports, but as you can see on the screen right now, there is an absolute ton. And really how it gets these odds, it looks at all similar situations that you're currently in, and it looks over the past 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, whatever time frame you want, and it tells you how it's played out historically. And there's a reason in the market we have the saying, the market doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. This is what's going on. A lot of the times the market is kind of humming the same tune, so it gives us a rough probability of how things are going to play out. And when you have the probability and then also the risk and reward of the situation, that's your perfect opportunity to kind of strike. And that's exactly what I did here. So this one little stat helped me make $650. Now, once again, this was all possible due to Edgeful. And right now they're offering all of you watching this a free trial pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. I cannot recommend this enough because to be truly successful in the market, you have to know the odds. You can't just be trading from your gut, hoping something happens. It's insane to me that people do that. I get that it's easier, but with just a little bit of research, and obviously Edgeful makes that very easy, you can start to know the true odds of the situation you're in. And if you like the odds, you like the risk, you like the reward, obviously you let the die roll there. So obviously, special shout out to Edgeful for directly helping me make $650. As I said, I think you're really going to enjoy it. Obviously, if you want those trades in real time, check out the Discord, a free month with the promo code Goonie. And obviously, if you don't even want to be a supporter, you could still be a member, which is 100% free. You're going to get access to this newsletter, comes to your email inbox every single weekend. ADP came out this morning, initial jobless claims, crude oil inventories is at 10:30. We do have a couple Fed monetary policy things today. The New York Fed president will be speaking at 11, 30-year bond auction at 1 p.m., Fed governor speaking at 1:35. And then the FOMC meeting minutes coming out at 2 p.m. I do want to let you know the market is closed tomorrow. No show tomorrow. No market tomorrow. Nothing's going on tomorrow because the market's closed, I guess, out of respect for Jimmy Carter passing away. And then the unemployment rate will be coming out on Friday. That's going to be a big deal. So with respect to today, Wednesday, January 8th, historically, over the past 25 years, the bulls have won this day 60% of the time with a positive profit factor of 1.62. So this is the hypothetical equity curve you would have if you bought at open, sold at close on the S&P 500 futures market on this individual day over the past 25 years. At first, it was pretty good. Then it was flat. Recently, even better. They have a 10% edge. The bulls do. With it, it's not the most bullish day we've ever seen, but it's also clearly not bearish. So I just want to share that with you. And then just so you know, to conclude the week, it's a very neutral day. Some years it's bullish, some years it's bearish. So basically on Friday, I'm just not going to let seasonality come into my decision making. So just want to break all that down with you folks right now. I also want to show you some other things as we're getting ready for market open. 5,900. I cannot express this enough. So we went over the Edgeful thing. You guys understand. So this was the high. This was the low of 2 sessions ago. So for today, how you could use Edgeful is watch the high, watch the low. Watch 6,001, watch 5,890. If we break 5,890, that is the low from yesterday. There's a 7% edge. There's a 57% chance that we will close the day out below 5,890. Also, if we break that low, there's a 76% chance that we will close the day out below 5,909. Now, if you want to play that, hey, I wish you the best of luck. Obviously, I can't guarantee how anything plays out. There's no such thing as 100% guarantee, but I can tell you that if we start to stamp 5,890, the odds do favor, obviously, a more of a bearish closure. Now, with that being said, I do want to let you know the main line in the sand today is 5,900. Let me actually update this just so we have it exactly. This is the major watch all day, 5,900. It's a key level with respect to options. We can see where the volume has been trading. We can see the open interest. And the way I kind of want to lay this out is if this snaps, if 5,900 snaps, my first profit target or my first, level of interest would be 5,880. And then below that, I would be kind of watching closer to 5,860, another key level for the day. So kind of stop number 1, stop number 2. That's what I'd be paying attention to. Now on the flip side, really, we kind of want to get above 5,950 and above there gets some interesting upside. So I guess in that event, we could start talking about it a little bit more. But right now, the options market is not favoring the bulls, at least as of market close. Obviously, things can change as soon as market opens. And that's exactly why we're going to be paying attention to the options flow, paying attention to what they're looking at, what they're not looking at. But I just wanted to lay this out for everyone of kind of my levels. Obviously, I'm a bit bearishly biased because I'm looking at the 10-minute, the 30-minute, the 4-hour. It all favors the bears. The 10-minute, the 30-minute, the 4-hour, it does favor the bears. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because I still currently have on my own position that for a second there was looking good and I probably should have gotten out. And now I'm back to just being screwed. Dude, this is not my day. This is not my day. So I am biased whenever I'm talking about what's going on, like either consciously, subconsciously, however you want to put it. I do have on a bearish position right now. So obviously I'm looking for anything, even on a subconscious aspect of my brain, be like, yeah, no, it still might work. It still might work. So maybe I'm not the best neutral party to be asking about the market at this moment in time. But I do know over the past 2 days, the options flow has definitely favored the bear. Obviously, yesterday's close, it just saved itself by the skin of its teeth by closing above 5,900. And I know today that's the major level in the sand. If we snap 5,900 and hold below it, there is a very real chance that we puke an additional 40 points on SPX, which would be equivalent to the SPY puking 4 entire dollars. Now, speaking of the SPY and whatnot, right here, this is what I find concerning. Pretty large range bar yesterday, trend line rejection, clear trend line rejection. But what I find really concerning is the fact that we closed below 591, which is that 50 EMA. So right now I'm kind of saying, hey, there's pretty decent odds of us testing 585.89. I'm watching this key level right there on SPY. The Q, similar situation, tried to overshoot this trend line, got smacked, not below its 50 EMA. So that's why it's my first, major watch level of the day. 412.53. That's what I'm watching out of the gate on the Qs. Those are some key levels where if we do break and go below them, I think things can get bad, and I think things can get bad pretty quickly. As of market open, I do believe we're going to be opening in some negative gamma. We are, which basically, remember, negative gamma is not bullish or bearish. It just means expect larger ranges. It means we're in more of a trend following type of a day. So as we get going in one direction, especially if the options market is agreeing with the price action, do not be surprised if we strongly continue that way. Once again, it is not bullish, it is not bearish. It just tells you a little bit more about, okay, are we in a mean reverting environment or more of a trend following environment? As of right now, the SPY appears to be opening right at its closing value from yesterday. So SPX is going to be right above, SPX appears to be opening right above its or right at its close from yesterday, so right above 5,900. We're going to be opening like right there. I'm just looking at this closing value, and then the Q slightly in the red. Man, I guess, how much time do I have? I have 75 seconds to find out my fate of if I'm going to get lucky with a market opening puke or rally. If there's a rally at market open, I'm just absolutely boned. Absolutely boned. If there's a puke, I might be able to get out for break even. We're going to see. We're going to see. At this point, it's a 50-50 guess. Obviously, I have the options flow ready to monitor. Captain Condor is back, playing a call credit spread at 5.945 and a put credit spread at 5.870. 65 is where that person will start to feel a little bit of pressure. And with that being said, we have about 30 seconds to go, and I am getting already destroyed. Dude, I just need a puke right at open. Like right out of the gate. I'm going for luck right now. Going for pure luck at the moment. Pure luck. All right, 15 seconds to go, and we're going to find out my fate. Oh, maybe luck's on my side. Maybe. Dingity, ding, ding, ding. Welcome to the world's largest casino. Play responsibly, and if not, have fun. And I would highly recommend not doing the stupid fucking things I've been doing. Anyway, have fun at the casino, kids. Don't blow all your money in one place. All right, let's see. Is Mateo gonna get lucky today? Oh, come on, Snake Eyes. So obviously snapping 320 would be good, but really what I need to snap of is 21,300. Well, that's not what I wanted to see. Come on, Snake Eyes. Come on. Lucky number 13. Come on. Which way are we going to break? All right, I don't really need this anymore. At this point, either luck shines upon me or it does not. Those are the options, kids. Those are the options. Either Lady Luck is hanging out with me today or it's not. More magnets? That's a pretty valid point. On dire days like today, I don't like to cheat the market this early into the day, but dire circumstances call for dire action. We're going to do everything in our power to manipulate the crap out of the market today. And I'm going to, dude, huge magnet. Huge magnet. Come on. Uh-oh. Is the polarity of the magnet wrong? See, we snapped there for a second. We did snap 20 and it bounced right off of it. And just a 30-point ripper like it was nothing. So that sucks. Come on, magnet. I rarely ask you guys to support me in this way, but please, folks, if possible, put magnets where mine is. The more magnets, the better. If we come together in this one circumstance, I might be able to salvage these accounts. So I rarely do this. Generally, my own emoji-based trading is enough, but I'm on my knees, folks. I'm pleading that you assist me on this one. Please take the time. Throw a magnet on your chart, because I think if we have enough magnets, we can pull this off. Please, please, please. I rarely am coming to you with my tin cup saying I need a little bit of a handout, but today is one of those days. I need you guys to put magnets on your chart. We need to pull this down. Please pull this down. We just need this to crumble. Even if we had these 8 a.m. lows, I'll take that. That's fine. There's not enough magnets going on. Not enough magnets going on, folks. I'm here, hands out, basically crying in the shower. Magnets engaged. Thank you. Thank you. For everyone throwing a magnet on their chart right now. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate the assistance. It's going to be a battle, but we're going to see what we could pull off. The flow this morning, slightly positive, flat on the index. Come on, magnets. Come on, magnets. Let's do this. Oh, magnets. Come on. Magnets. Let's snap it. We just need to snap 16, need to snap 17. Maybe I need to go to a smaller time frame. Maybe we need to be more granular here. Come on. Magnets engage all. Engage your core. Engage the magnets. Low of the day is 17. Come on, let's dude, this is a struggle. Every 5 points counts. We almost made a new intraday low out of the gate there, and now we're bouncing apparently because the options market. Come on, magnets. You could do it. We need more magnets, folks. We need more magnets. We're fighting a pretty serious foe right here. Shit. Come on. We were looking so good at 934. We're looking so good at 934. Come on. No. Come on. Smash it. It's not what I wanted to see. This 30 seconds right there is not what I wanted to see. 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute. 5 minute is potentially bullish. 10 minute is potentially bullish. I needed to take out this intraday low because not only is it a new intraday low, but this 10 minute bar is looking a little bit too froggy for my liking. Come on. I just need it back here. Take out 21,000. Let's make a new low. I would like to see Mag 7 stopped with that pop. Maybe that's beneficial. But there was a bullish flow alert on the index. Come on, come back down here. Stop with that. Come on. I just want to see options tilt, and I want to see options tilt hard. Here, let's go over to the 5 second. Let's come on. Options are starting to get hit a little bit. But the index options are flat. Shoot. Come on, tilt back down. I'll set an alert. Come on, more magnets, folks. More magnets. Yes, back below. Options are bouncing a little. Options are actually strong over there. That's not so good. We came right down to this 50 EMA on the 15 second, but more so I'm watching this. I need options to keep tilting down. Out of the gate, people have been selling calls, but I need them to start buying puts. And then over here, it's just, I guess, a mess on the index itself, on the SPY. What are we doing? What are we doing? The Qs opened in the red, pushed down to that previous interesting level at 514.35, pushed green, and now it's at that red-green move. So it's just kind of chop city right now. Who knows? NVIDIA is not doing much. Tesla actually had a pop from 593 all the way up to, or excuse me, 393 all the way up to 399. Are we coming down? As Steven in Discord would say, is this it? Come on. I'm just looking to get lucky today at this point, folks. I don't know if I'm the person to ask about legitimate high quality trades this morning. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. If we can snap that, my next level of interest is this psychological level right there at 21,300. So I want to snap the intraday low, which puts the 5-minute and the 10-minute clearly in the bearish EMA territory. The ES is already there. So, damn, it just keeps coming to this low. And then it's just buyers are stepping in right at this level every single time. Come on, snap it. Snap it, snap it, snap it. Let's go to the 300 tick. We might be able to see a little bit more. Come on, snap it. There we go. New intraday low. Okay, thank you for the magnet support. Thank you to the magnet. All right, next level of interest is coming up. We could do this, team. This is a team effort. Team effort, 21,300. All right, let's just hope. What's the flow looking like? Flow started to turn at 938, and it's been going down kind of since 932 on the Mag 7. Come on, break it down again. All right, I'll put a little bit of a reversion and learn in there just in case in case there's a big bounce off of 300. Oh, I think 80 is my break even. Here, I'll make this the green line because if we go below that, that's when the trade's back in the green for me. That's my net short position right at this green line. So I need it below the green line. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just puke. Huge puke down to 21,200. Let's go. Let's go. Puke it. Puke it. Go, 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 go. Do it. Do it. Do it. Options are going in my favor. Index isn't, but Mag 7 is. Come on. Do it. Do it. Almost back into the green. It got down as low as 95. Once again, my average is at, here we go. Almost back in the green. Let's go. Get in the green. Get in the green. Come on. Come, get back in the green. Go, go. Just get back in the green. No, 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 no. Just get right back there. At least hang out here. Don't bounce before. It's bouncing right off 300, kind of as anticipated. That is a key level. I'm not so surprised. I can't complain about it that much. What I can complain about is how big the bounce is. Come on. Don't hold 300. Snap it. Just snap 300. There we go. There we go. Snap it. No. No, 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 no. All right. On the left side, you can see that the SPY's low from yesterday is 586.78, and you could see that the low on the Qs is 513.28. That's exactly when the edgeful plays would start to come into play. So we know that if we go below this low, 586.78 and 513.28 for the SPY and Qs respectively, there is a 76% chance that we will close the day below 588.70, close the day below 515.18. And then also we know that there's about a 57% chance, a 7% edge, that we would close the day below 586.78 and 513.28. So just to give you the odds, so it's kind of the if-then statement. Like if we snap these lows, as in trading a cent below it, not just tagging it, not just close to it, like we would have to go at least 1 cent below it. That's when we would be in that giant if-then statement. That's not good. Uh-oh. What happened to our magnets, folks? That's a pretty decent V-shaped recovery right off of, that's what, shit. No. We need more magnets. That was a strong bounce right off this key level of 21,300. I mean, it was a 50-point bounce. Come on, get back down here. Yeah, there we go. Smash it. Uh-oh. Options are not I need options to tilt. Options are not agreeing with me. The delta started to improve, and it's not showing signs of weakness. I need the delta to get smashed. And even here, this is strong too. Look at, that's long and strong. I'm fighting this. I need to get lucky with a turn here. It just keeps going up. What are people doing? They're buying calls for Friday. I need this call buying to stop. There's been call selling from 9:32 to 9:42, about 10 minutes of call selling, and then there was call buying. I need this to stop. I need the deltas to drop in the system. Same thing here. There we go. We're starting to look at, some people are starting to buy puts back. People haven't really been touching calls on the index. They were monetizing their puts, and now I see people buying puts once again. The golden question is how much? How freaking much? Uh-oh. I'm not liking this. They're, even with that price getting hit there, right here, price getting hit, the options did not really show weakness. They're still buying calls for Friday. They're adding deltas to this system. Fuck. Come on. The Qs coming right up to their closing value. So maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, the red to green move gets smashed. The SPY showing some weakness, ideally coming down to 586.78 for me. The SPYs on a relative basis is showing more weakness than the Q. So I hope the SPY is the one who is right, because we're seeing about 5 minutes of strength right here in the Qs. That is not good for my position. Come on, man. Stop. Okay, the buying seemed to stop in options over the past couple minutes here. We did calm down. I just need, I need to see a giant green bar to the downside. I need puts to be purchased. I need calls to be sold. Come on. Just stop with this buying. Let the kids play. Let the kids play. Shit, dude. They're trying so hard to get it back into the green. I just need them to get smashed. I need them to get smashed. Come on, turn around. Let's just get back below 514. Let's get back below 514. Come on. Turn the options market. Tilt. Fall. Shit. These are still a little bit too strong. Dude, the Mag 7, it's holding steady against even all my magnetic power. Come on. Tilt it. I want to see another retest of 21,000. Are we tilting? Kind of, maybe a little. Is options coming down? SPY's flat ever since 939. The Qs are a little bit more volatile. Ideally for me, rejected at this red to green move. And I want to see, obviously, the market take out 586.78. I want to see the market take out 513.28. That's when my odds dramatically increase that I might be able to salvage this position. If you're just joining right now, I was down $80,000. I am now down $35,000. Come on. Come on. No, it's bouncing again right off this 21,300. Come on, smash it. Smash it. So we touched 514 again on the Qs. I'm worried that there might be a bounce right off the low from yesterday. That's what I'm kind of watching. Dude, the options market is unrelenting. There's only little dips and it's being bought pretty aggressively. I just need... Ooh, okay, that was a lucky move right here at 947. It did get smashed, but to be fair, we're already bouncing all the way back up. Come on, smash it. Anthony, I appreciate the vibes. We need more... Dude, why is this bouncing so aggressive? Every single time I think I'm about to get lucky, it just... Even this, it's a fresh low. Just smash it. This volatility is insane. These ranges are insane, man. I'm swinging tens of thousands of dollars in 30 seconds. It's disgusting. It makes me want to puke. Come on, just snap it. I just need a clear snap of 21,300. Come on. Come on. Just snap it. What time is it? It is 9:48. I don't know, Tonto. I don't know, Tonto. If I had no position, I would be playing to the bearish side this trend line breakdown. If I had no position... Shit. Wait, what just came out at... What's just happening at a random 949? Why did we just see a burst of volume and a burst of trading? Fuck, dude. Is this screwing me? This feels like it's dramatically screwing me. What was that? Out of nowhere, there was literally a random ass 949 trade. Huge burst of trading volume. What was that? Oh, okay. Just someone buying a shitload of calls. Wow. Okay. It was on one of the Mag 7 names. Someone bought a ton of calls. Fuck me. No. Shit. Who was it? Apple? It was Apple. Well, wait, was that? Yeah, it might have been. Was it all of them? Nvidia got a burst. Microsoft, dude, did they just go buy the Mag 7? No, it wasn't Tesla. Amazon got a little bit of an uptick. Shit, dude. Yeah, someone bought a lot of calls right there. Look at this volume spike. So not for this Friday, they bought longer duration calls. That added a lot of delta to the system. Come on, fade it. Fade it. Fade it, dude. I really just need the Qs. Don't stay green. Just get smacked. Come on, smack it. Nvidia's getting an uptick. Tesla's not doing too much, but right there. Yeah, that's a nice pop on it. Where's Apple? Apple was a beneficiary of that pop as well. Apple didn't actually move much, but yeah, you could see it right there. Pretty apparent. Even the index 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, 4 hour still holding red on the S&P 500. 5 minute is now green on NQ. That's not good for me. 10 minute is testing. That makes me feel uncomfortable. 30 minute and 4 hour are red, giving me a little bit of hope. But dude, oops, I did not mean to do that. Shit, dude, this is, you can feel it going against me. Dude, I'm getting so rocked right now. Man, it just kept saving itself right here at 514. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it just really, oh, come on, just smash it. Just smash it down. I need this to break. If 5,900 breaks and snaps, I'll be lucky. This is a key level. The longer we stay below it, the better my chances are. Come on, just, this is good. This is hopeful. I'm below 5,900. That's a key psychological level, technical level, and options level today. If we hold below this, like I said, my first stop is 5,580. That would be, I guess, call it target number one. But in reality, if that one doesn't hold, oops, I think we're talking about 5,860, the bottom side of Captain Condor's put credit spread. So these are my levels. This red level is just the current intraday low, which I'm looking for it to be snapped. Yo, holy shit. Okay, we snapped that trend line. Like I said, that would have been, if I had not traded today, that would have been my entry right there at 21,314. All right, come on. Come on. Shine upon me. Lady Luck, are you on my side today? Lady Luck, are you on my side today? Break it, snap it, break it, snap it, break it, snap it, break it, snap it, break it, snap it. Come on, just do it. We need more magnets, folks. We need more magnets. You can never have too many magnets on your chart at once. Engage. The SPY, okay, edge full trade alert. The SPY just broke the low, meaning there's a 76% chance that we close below 588.70, and there's a 57% chance that we close below 586.80. So I just want to give you guys those shout outs because that edge full alert just triggered. I'm talking about these odds right here. Once again, if you want to check out Edgeful, I highly recommend you do, especially because if you use that link pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video, you get this free trial. But as of right now, we can definitively say the fact that we snapped 586.78, there is a 76% chance today at 4 p.m. when the market closes, we are below 588.70. And honestly, you could probably argue that the odds will increase if the Qs also snap. So I'm watching that low from yesterday at 513.28. And then a very similar situation would be said of 76% chance that we close below 515.18 and about a 57% chance that we close below 513.28. So I just want to give you those odds. Obviously, the event became true. The entry trigger became true on the SPY at 586.78. And let's see, for me in my positions, I hope it also becomes true on the Qs. But actually, do I want to play that maybe? Do I want to play that? What is Captain Condor playing today? 5945. 5945. How are these positions looking? Okay, we got a little bit of a bounce. Not the biggest fan of that. Let me go back to the 1 minute because I'm kind of driving myself insane. This green line is where my trade goes into the green. How many times is it going to save itself at 300? Dude, the Mag 7, it just keeps going up. We're not breaking down because options are too strong. It's just been trending up since 940. I need options to tilt on both the S&P 500 index and then also on the Mag 7. Options are just too strong right now. I need this to tilt. As I kind of expressed before, one of my worries is that we just bounced right off the low from yesterday. We know there are many traders out there who use that as like a low risk, high reward type of trade, buying right at the low, because if they're wrong, they could cut it quickly. And if they're right, they get a decent return. So I understand the trade, and it seems to happen a lot. That's why when we come up to the previous low or high, you don't break on the first attempt. Like right here, it just dipped and then popped. Generally takes like a second or a third, even if you're actually going to snap it, or it just leads to a legit bounce. So I am seeing the Qs getting a better bounce, which I really don't like. Really don't like. The thing that's giving me hope right now is the fact that we're hanging out below 5,900. The longer we hang out here, as I alluded to before, we are in negative gamma. This is calling for the point of least resistance to be at 5,872. Let me reload this. Huge open interest at change. Like people are targeting 70 and 65. That's the Captain Condor. This is exactly what he thinks the bounds of where we're going to be today. Was wrong yesterday. A lot of sold puts at 5,815. Some people are targeting 5,850. Those are long puts. So that's a bearish play. And a lot of sold calls. So I would say that the options market is clearly bearish in terms of its structure, but the current flow is not good for me. The deltas are getting more positive. I need the deltas to get more negative. Let me switch this up for 1 second. Oh, geez. What's going on? Why am I not getting a fill on this? Orders. Oops. Okay, I just got a fill. For those of you in the Discord, I'm front running Piper. Basically trying to do this edge full play. So let me take a quick screenshot of that. I need to just clean this up, but I'm also simultaneously trying to manage all the other things going wrong in my trading life today. Today, I probably should have called it an early weekend. I mean, there's a holiday tomorrow. I'm already trading. The market's now bouncing against me again. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. What are we doing? Yep, we're finding support right. Damn, dude. Price action is not looking horrible relative to like what I'm doing, but the options flow very specifically is. Hang on, where's the Discord sick trades? All right, if you're in the Discord, I'm front running Piper. I just put it in there now. I'm hoping that I'm right. I figure, shit, dude. Like I said, dude, look at that. Dude, I'm trading like ass today, dude. Why am I so tilted? All right. Maybe the 19th try of the Qs getting below 514 will be the lucky charm for me. Honestly, I can't even say that though, because we're seeing certain equities are getting a lot of positive flow right now. I mean, look at this. The Mag 7 with the combo of Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla are up and up and up. And then even the index, man, that's up and up and up. Shit. 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, 4 hour are all red. 5 minute is trying to go bullish on NQ. 10 minutes testing, 30 minute and 4 hour are still red. So there's a giant mixed bag, right? Dude, no way. No. How can I get this close and then still just get utterly destroyed? Well, I know how. Actually, I could show you visually. This is how I'm getting destroyed. The options market is simply too strong. Actually, the Qs are back in the green. Tesla, Nvidia. Yeah, they're picking up. I'm on the wrong side of this one. I am on the wrong side of this one. I thought right here on this drop at 952, 953, I truly thought I was going to get lucky. I was like, okay, cool. It failed this red green move. We're going to test the 513, 28, maybe a little bit of a bounce and a crack. I really right here, 952, 953 on the spine of the Qs. When I saw that, I thought I was on the right side. I really did. But the issue of, dude, and it's about to go. The issue of what went wrong, of why this didn't lead to something favorable for me, why it didn't lead to a bearish situation, is because the options market's been too strong. Look at options are just ripping. Options are just ripping. Yeah, I'm too biased. I'm not trading with like a lucid mind right now. I'm trying to force trades and like get the market. Shit. I'm just being dumb. I'm not trading well today. I'm on tilt. I'm trying to force things. I'm going on too much hopium. I'm not trading with like a clear, concise risk reward system. Oh, okay. How can I manage this without going on severe tilt? How can I manage this without going on severe tilt? What time is it? It is just past 10. The SPY is testing red to green. The Qs are already in the green. Tesla's looking good. Nvidia's looking good. I cannot believe I'm getting boned this hard. When I say I can't believe it, I can't believe my own like poor discipline of not following basic fucking rules. I really did here at 953. I think anyone in my position at 953 would be thinking, okay, cool, I'll be able to get out for break even. And it was so darn close, but like just that double top failure from the red to green move and a vomit all the way down. Like at 952, 953, the price, I was absurdly confident it was about to work for me. Absurdly confident it was about to work for me. Oh. And then it didn't. Then it had an early bounce, which is actually even more bullish. It didn't even touch the low and had a big bounce. And I've just been fighting this flow all fucking day, which is the dumbest thing to do. Fighting the overall trend. It's like, I think a lot of trading could be summed up like this. Look at the price trend and look at the options trend. Never fight either trend. So if they're both trending one way, great, play it that direction. If they don't agree, don't play, and definitely don't fight it. So I'm in a situation where for a second there, price was favoring me. Like if we go back to this, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Double top, smacked when trying to go green. So I was trading with the price trend, or I should say I wasn't trading with it. My personal trade agreed with it because I was in way before, and then I was just looking for luck. But why I was kind of like maybe a little bit silly to keep holding was I was clearly fighting options. So I think if you just made your life, you can make your life way easier by looking at the trend of price and only trade with that price trend if the options also agree. If the options and the price are telling you two different things, sit on your hands. And definitely if price and options are telling you the opposite way, which they're telling me right now, and you're playing a different direction, well, that's just a perfect scenario for you to lose a shitload of money, which is in real time happening to me. So I definitely recognize where I went wrong. I recognize how I went wrong. And it's it's way, I just have such a problem admitting that I'm wrong. I have such an issue just throwing in the towel and being like, you know what? I'll just take a loss on this and I'll make it back later. Come on, get below. Take out 515 and then let's take out 514 for the 28th time today. Are options tilting? Not really, but at least they slowed down. Yeah, at least options slowed down. But if this is just a higher low and we rip, I might be inevitably screwed, because even the 5 minutes trying to go bullish here on the SPY, the 10 minutes testing, 30 minute, 4 hour, 5 minute is bullish on NQ, 10 minute is going bullish, 30 minute and 4 hour are still bearish. So that's even a mixed bag in itself. Dude, this is just a crappy mixed bag type of day. I shouldn't be trading. I shouldn't be trading with size. And even if I get out of this, this is pure luck. This is not a good trade day. It's just not. Oh, time to find out how lucky I am. We're about to find out if I have any positive karma stored up in the system. Time to find out if I have any positive karma stored up in the system. I would love, we just bounced off of 515. So before, when we were having a tough time moving from red to green, now it's having a tough time moving from green to red. A lot of people are straddling this, it's pretty common. With that being said, though, one thing that maybe gives me a little bit of maybe luck is it looks like the SPY is struggling as of now. Obviously, I don't know what the next bar is, but as of now, it is struggling to get into the green. It did recapture 5,900. So when it was trading below this right here, below 5,900, that was like kind of the one thing I was holding on to of like, okay, I still might get lucky because I know things can get really tilted below it. But the fact that it recovered, that's not so good. Maybe I have another shot coming up, but if it just bounces off of it, I'm screwed. Absolutely screwed. Nvidia is tilting. Okay, hang on. What's Nvidia up to? Ooh. So all this call buying on Nvidia is starting to get faded a little bit right here. Granted, it's only giving back a small percentage of the overall upswing, but at least they're not fighting against me anymore. So getting things potentially turn, well, when did they exactly start turning on Nvidia? Right around 10:03. So at the turn of a new hour, what did we see? We saw some put purchasing and calls being monetized. So not a lot, I shouldn't say that. Some people locking in their profits on this upswing, and then some of the bears finally stepping in saying, okay, I'm not going to close out my puts anymore. I'm going to start buying some puts. So we'll see. Nvidia coming down a little bit. Tesla coming down a little bit. The 5 minute is testing right here. I would love for that to take out this recent low, this 10 a.m. low. Let's just break below it. And then I would love to take out this 950 low, but I want to see this 5 minute get back below this EMA cloud. And I would love for this one to drop as well. Come on. So market structure, short-term market structure currently favoring the bulls, as in we have higher highs and higher lows. So I am basically holding on to my position, praying that this market structure shifts to a bearish setup. Come on, crack this. Really, I'm watching 5,900 on SPX right here. Come on, just snap it. The flow is still pretty bullish. I don't understand, folks. I don't get what the fuck's going on today. All right, am I going to get lucky? Is Matt the luckiest trader on this side of the Mississippi? Stay tuned, because you never freaking know. All right, we did snap this trend line once again. So there was a fake out snap, and then it rallied pretty hard. And I don't get it. Options are strong. How are we tilting this hard? What just happened at 10:10? All right, we took out 514 for the 36th time of the day. So now I have an alert set on the low of the day on the Qs, which I still personally have to be mindful. If I'm fortunate enough to get down to 513.28, there still might be a bounce there the way there was at 954 on the SPY. But I do want to bring your attention back to the fact that if we do snap 513.28, remember, according to Edgeful, I could give you the exact odds. If we break the low, there's a 6% edge that we close below that low. And then obviously, in a general sense, there's a 25% edge, a 75% probability that we close below 515.18. So the SPY already snapped it right here at 953. I'm looking for the Qs to snap 513.28. Not only is that taking out the low from the previous trading session, but it really starts to favor you to play a bit more of bearish positions. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but this tool beyond pays for itself. As I showed you my trade yesterday, one trade made me $650 on that. All right, come on, snap it. Snap it. Snap it. Show me some green. Show me some green. Show me. Nope. Instead, we're bouncing right off of my entry. Wow. Fascinating. Right when I could have had a bit of room to breathe, the market's like, gotcha. You thought you were going to have an easy day? You thought we were going to allow you to have money? Guess again. Ooh, you were so close. Ooh, you almost got it. That's basically what the market is saying to me. They're like, oh, you were so close, buddy. Oh, you thought you were going to make money. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, you see nothing? Sorry, right here. Right there. It bounced right off my average position. It's like, oh, we gotcha. Oh, we gotcha, buddy. All right, so the Qs they're about to. Nvidia's getting smashed pretty hard. All right, the Qs officially broke. So both of these Edgeful trades are set up on the day. Is this a guarantee? No, but I am telling you with a 25% edge, a 75% confidence that we will close today below 588.70. We will close today below 515.18. I am 75% confident, and you have a 7% edge playing that we will close below these low values of 580s, 586, high 586s, and then 513.28. So I just wanted to give you those edge. I want to give you those updates. Check it out. Like I said, you get a freebie trial. Use the link pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. Show Edgeful a bit of love. A free trial, free 1-week trial, and you get full access to everything. Trading view indicators, 90 reports. It's awesome. It's awesome. Awesome. What's snapping now? What is snapping now? Yo, I'm in the green. All right, let's see if I cannot mess this up somehow. Let's see if I can somehow not mess this up.
Order submitted.
Orders in.
Order filled.
Order filled. Fucking 37K. America is good. Fuck yeah, dude. Never fucking doubted it. Never doubted it, brother. Never. Hang on, dude. Hang on. Never doubted it. Never doubted it. Never, ever doubted it. All the fucking naysayers in here. All these fucking pansies. You're a bunch of fucking babies. Dude, I am the best to ever do this shit. Ever. I am the market. I control all markets. fucking, you pansies. You fucking pussies. You wish you could do what I do. You wish. You fucking, how do I gotta get on. Safety. Safety. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. Going to the goddamn moon. Dude, best to ever do it. I never doubted it. Not one time was I concerned if this was going to be going against me. I'm memorizing all the naysayers in here. All the people who thought Mr. Thick Cores was going to have his day, but no, oh no, I did not. For those of you wondering what would happen if I lost money today, I guess we'll never fucking know. Sorry.
I knew he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never fucking know. Sit down, children. Make sure your wife isn't in the room. I wouldn't want her to accidentally get pregnant from the amount of masculinity that just played out today. Please. If your wife is anywhere nearby, you're gonna want to send her outside. I don't want to have any of these excuses of like, oh, it's cold out, or I'm in LA and there's a fire outside. No, you might want to send her out, dude. It's dangerous. I can't be financially responsible for all these extra kids in here. You just get them out of the room. Get them out of the room. It's just too much pure masculinity is going through. We've been having trouble conceiving. Thanks, Matt. Real men keep their wives outside until it's time to make dinner. Yeah. Wow. What a day. It must be so embarrassing to be rooting against me. Like at a certain point, I feel bad for the people rooting against me because like you just never get your day in the sun. Even when it's just so close, it still just doesn't work for you. It just does not work for you. And I'm sorry, man. I really am. At a certain point, I hate to see like how sad it must be to be in your world, to be in your life. It's just, it really is messed up. But this shows you the proof of magnet trading. This shows you the proof of it all, folks. All right, let's get, actually, I don't even need this one anymore. All right, remember, legitimate danger zone below 5,900. Legitimate danger zone, first target 5,880, second target 5,860. Obviously, we are battling it out at the lows from yesterday. Battling it out. How are options? Options are, this makes no sense, dude. A lot of longer duration puts are being covered. Longer duration puts are being covered. Interesting. No one's really touching calls on the Mag 7 anymore. They were buying puts, they covered some, and now maybe they're starting to buy again. I find this to be fascinating. Longer duration puts are being covered. So this movement in price has a lot more to do with puts being traded, really puts being covered, rather than calls being purchased. It's the balloon lines are shooting up. Huh. How are my accounts? I forgot that I have other accounts I need to look into. Not a bad day. Up another 4K. break even on Tesla, up 69% on Qs, up 73% on the SPY. That's not so bad. Speaking of that and all that craziness, probably when I was getting undressed, we did have Piper Fire. What is today? What is today? What is today? Hang on, I'm just making sure I get this right, that there's no typos, no typos, no typos, no typos. All right, Piper's in there. My trade's in there. I haven't, my premium selling trade's in there, thick trade's in there. I haven't touched any of my swingers. Piper's up. There's definitely going to be no salad bar today. That's definitely not going to fire. All right, I'm just updating everything in the Discord. Folks, if you want to see my other trades in real time, join up with the Discord. Your first month's free, and I think it's going to be very, very beneficial for you. All right, I'm ready for Armageddon. I'm ready for this stuff to die. You know my targets. I'm watching 5,880. There might be a little bounce off there. I am expecting a bit of a reaction, and then if that doesn't hold, I'm watching 5,860. That's what I'm looking for. I'm also closely watching options. So there was a bit of bullishness that was screwing me pretty much all day, 10:04, but now that's finally tilting. And the thing that makes no sense to me is the strength of the delta, but it was not call purchasing. There was a little bit of call purchasing, but most of this movement was from puts being closed, and now they're being purchased again. So the bears are quickly regaining control. Let me check one thing for you. Dude, I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky. All right, let me reload this. I just want to see some of the market internal stuff that I've been studying lately to give you guys maybe a little bit more of a refined idea of what levels we could be going to. Dude, I feel like I am the market, you know? Like, I am the market. Yeah. Yes, sirree, Bobo. I think 5,860 is the reach target of the day. Yep. Okay. I once again, after double checking all the numbers, I'm happy with calling these out. Profit or short target 1, short target 2 for today. Since we're here and I like those, all right, let's just review some other stuff. This actually today's low is kind of getting to this very important level on SPY of the high 585s, basically the crack of 586. But look at support, bounce, support, overshoot. Like if this doesn't hold, my next watch would be the low 584s. So I'm watching high 585s, and then I'm watching the low 584s on SPY. The Qs just bounced off of this 50 EMA right around 512.50. So obviously watch for that. And then if that doesn't hold, we're kind of talking about 510. But historically, support. The 50 EMA has been important support. So we might bounce off of here, but if things get pretty rough, especially if we see options continue to be purchased, I'd be watching 512.50 on QQQ for the semiconductor, or excuse me, for the small cap sector. This is looking brutal. This is looking real brutal. IWM. I wonder if the small cap's about to vomit here. I wonder if small cap is about to get goosed. Right at open, that actually would have been a pretty decent play. Huh. Little bit of a bounce here. Little bit of a bounce. Let's just see. I strongly believe today the success or failure, the bullishness or bearishness of today is going to be dependent on this 5,900. There's a lot of players for very good reason that are going to be going risk off below 5,900. And we're getting to the point where, what time did the market open right here? we're getting to the point where we're about to spend more than half of the trading session below it. So the longer we stay below 5,900, I would say it increases the chances of us testing 5,880. And then at that point, we might bounce all the way back up totally. But if we show weakness, I think that opens up the door for a vomit all the way down to 5,860. So these are the three levels I'm clearly watching on an intraday basis. Dude, should we just look at it? Should we just look at it? I mean, it's so beautiful, you know? Just right there. Summary, making 30 grand, 30,115 and 80 cents. 30 grand locked in. Summary, 30115.80. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. And I just want to make sure that I have no positions. I guess I could double check if I really wanted to. I could disconnect. It says I have open positions, but that's not true. I could see right here that I don't have open positions. But I guess I should probably exit out of this to stop myself from trading. Honestly, I know how lucky I got, folks. I don't really feel that urge to trade right now. I really, truly do not. A little bit of slippage, about a $20 differential. All right, let's just exit out of this. Are you sure? Yep. All right, saving it all, exiting out of this. So definitely no longer tempting myself. Matt, did you request your payout? Yo, phenomenal question and phenomenal answer. I didn't want to go over it today because I thought I was going to lose all my accounts. But if you go down to apextraderfunding.com and you go to payouts, guess who requested and was approved for $40,000? Where, look at, boom, boom, boom. Matthew. Who the fuck is Leon? What the fuck is that guy doing? Anyway, you could count them up. There's 20 of me. There's 20 Matthews, aka thickness. Why? Dude, there was someone requesting Christy. She's trying to mess up. Look at Matthew. I'm Matthew. That's me. I'm Matthew. Yeah, my second max payout ever and second in a row. So I requested and was approved last night for $40,000. Dude, a lot of people were requesting last night, and they must have been requesting right when I was because they're in between. But trust me, there's 20 of these. There are 20 Matthews, New Jersey, 2000. So yes, very, 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 very extraordinarily happy to report that I requested on all 20 accounts, approved on all 20 accounts. So I believe by early next week, another $40,000 will be hitting my account. Very, very, very. So it's my second max payout request ever, and it's the second in the row. So I did the other one on December 24th. I just did my second one on January 7th. So that's why I was, I think, even a little bit more tense. Oh, I don't even have it up anymore about my Apex, because I was like, oh, I just had this, I was doing well, and then I thought I was about to blow everything out. So... Oh, I should note, just for the sake of, I guess, clarity, I did blow out all the Tradeify accounts. There wasn't enough drawdown for them to handle the 4K that the market went against me. So those ones, I was trying to work with a new prop firm just to see if I liked it or not. At this point, I do have the most luck, we'll call it, on Apex. But I've been trying, because for me, if I'm trading well, it makes sense to trade on even more accounts because then you get more money. But they did not survive today's movement against me, not by any means. So hopefully there's clear sailing, easy sailing to, I guess, the next payout. So today's day 1. So I have to trade for 7 more days from now. So if everything goes well, so I traded today and I need to trade for 7 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Markets closed on the 20th. 7. So if I don't completely mess everything up, I should be able, once again, I should be able, and I don't know if this is going to happen, but I should be able to do another request on January 21st. Tuesday, January 21st would be, and that's if I trade every single day and follow all their other rules and have enough profit, this, that, the other thing. But if everything goes according to plan and I don't blow everything out, I should be able to do another 40K, my third in a row, and also third max payout on Tuesday, January the 21st. But honestly, based on how today already went, I think that's putting, it's a little bit of putting the cart before the horse, if you ask me, because your boy was tilted today. Tilted. I will be giving myself lashings later. Don't you guys worry. I will be punishing myself. No food for a month for this guy. SPY, like I said, below 5,900, suspect. First test right here, 5,580. I'll set an alert. Second test, especially for those of you later on the day, I don't think this will be happening quick, but my reach target on the day would be 5,860. Options flow, not as bearish as you think it would be. It's actually kind of flattened out. So just kind of wait and see which way this either does or doesn't break. But the fact that the 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, and 4-hour are bearish, 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, 4-hour are bearish, and we're below 5,900, I would say that the current probabilities do favor the bears, on top of the fact that we already know the edge full breakdown, which is favoring not recovering above 58870 and 515.18. So not only do we have direct stats from Edgeful, but then also looking at the EMAs and then also looking at the key options levels, I would say that it's more likely that the bears are in control rather than the bulls. This has never happened in recent history. In a sudden collapse, 30-year interest rates are now lower in China than in Japan. China's economy is currently being described as a deflationary spiral as seen in Japan in the 1990s. What does this mean? Let us explain. No, that sounds too technical. Doesn't sound degenerate enough. Please define punishing yourself. I'm gonna what's that? Is it a flail? I'm just gonna flail myself. Like kind of a medieval torture device. Slap it on my back. I deserve it. Is there anything? Dude, the fires here are crazy. In the Palisades. I read something about the mayor. Please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I read that the whole situation is worse because the mayor refused to, refill the fire hydrants with water from the reservoir for it was like a political pissing match. Is that true? Did anyone else hear that? Flog? Yeah, I'm looking to flog myself. But did anyone else, can anyone fact check me on that in real time? Did anyone else hear that the LA fire situation is worse than it has to be because the mayor, because of a political pissing match, refused to refill the fire? Yeah, no water in the fire hydrants. But why is there no water? Do you ever cover how you handle taxes on payouts? What do you mean handle them? You just have to pay taxes. There's not really welcome to America, dude. We have taxes. I don't know. It would be a 5-second video. Yeah, pay your taxes. That's it right there. That's my major payout tip. I'm no certified public accountant and I'm no tax expert, but my major tip would be, yeah, you have taxes. Go pay them. Blame it on the people of Cali. They voted for her. Well, probably not all of them. What about the people who voted against her? Remember, they're not like a monolith. Matt, I won a free Vanquish account last week, but it's still not active. Do I do something? Real Chris, just DM me on Discord. They should have given you a free credit. I'll make sure you get it. That's false. Water fire hydrants are attached to municipal water pipes. Okay, but the water... regardless of where they're attached, the water has to come from somewhere. There goes 5,900. No, there doesn't go 50. It was tapped. We're watching a retest, but I would say there's about a 50-50 probability of getting above it or getting smacked. It was just barely tapped. I think this is a thing where you just have to wait and see what's going on. I'm actually kind of surprised we're not higher up with like this options flow is bullish, man. This is a big mismatch day. And honestly, most of these mismatch days, you're probably better off just not trading because like the market is just drunk. They don't turn off the people water to their homes. Well, can't they if you don't pay your water bill? Like my point is the water has to come from somewhere. And if out of nowhere you need a huge amount of water and the water's not there, it could be problematic. But then again, I did get this from the interweb. So as I feel like as much stuff's on the internet, that's how much stuff is also a lie. So that's why I'm saying it with a cautionary. Lack of water from hydrants in Palisades fires hurting firefighters. Firefighters run out of water as fires tear through Los Angeles. This is both from the Los Angeles Times and the New York Post, two different sides of the political aisle of publications. The hydrants are down, said one firefighter battling the Palisades fire as crews contend with diminished flows from hydrants. There's no water in the fire hydrants. The firefighters are there and there's nothing they can do. What do you have to say about that, Jerry? Jerry, what's your response to the fact that both the Los Angeles Times and the New York Post, a left-leaning and a right-leaning publication, are both saying that there is not water for the firefighters? Jerry, what do you have to say about that? The situation in the Pacific Palisades is devastating and heartbreaking, and is also the most California thing to ever happen in California. The homes burning down are $5+ million homes in neighborhoods surrounded by thousands of other $5+ million homes. Owning a $5 million house in California means you pay $60,000 per year in property taxes. So you and thousands of neighbors are paying 60 or 80 grand or 120 or way more in property taxes. And when a wildfire comes down the hill toward your neighborhood, the firefighters show up and there's no water in the fire hydrants. The government told them to not take more water. Well, that's pretty fucking stupid, don't you think, Jerry? That's actually just like straight up sad, man. Like wildly sad that the local government could be doing so. It's one thing if it's just like in a super unfortunate event and like nothing could have been done that was better, and then this literally could have been better if they just either had water, let them use water, whatever it is. Crazy. Matt, lower lows in price but higher highs in RSI, possible balance reversal. I don't know. I don't find RSI to be that good, so I don't really... I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying it's horrible, but I find that RSI... I know of a couple unique systems where RSI works, but it has to be like a very specific setup. But just to generically follow RSI, I don't care because RSI is a backward-looking tool. Remember, what we care about is where the market's going and the odds of that. RSI, if you look in how it's computed, it just tells you the recent movement. So in terms of a leading indicator, I would care a lot more about the options trend of what's going on than something like the RSI. The RSI, if you have an indicator that everyone's using, it kind of tells you that the indicator's probably not that good. And to be fair, I want to be very fair here. I do know of profitable trading systems based off RSI. So by no means am I saying it's like complete trash, but I'm just saying you have to be very specific in the times that you use it. Bro, RSI is the only legit indicator. Okay, good luck. If you believe that, show me your hedge fund. Show me your amazing gains in portfolio, like just being in the green from only using RSI. What are you talking about? The RSI is a super, super basic calculation of the recent bars. So it's kind of a momentum indicator, but I think RSI is a fine indicator, but still, like any tool, it comes down to the operator and knowing how to do it. But to say that the RSI is the only legit indicator, I think what you mean to say is it's your favorite indicator. I can easily show you how I traded 500 into 55,000. I highly doubt it. And if you did it, repeat it. I mean, folks, when the market generically is 50-50, there is a chance of just doing that. If you can't repeat it, I don't really care. But I doubt you could repeat it if you're also of the mindset that the RSI is the only legit indicator. What? No. Guy does 120K swing today and now wants to talk down to us. Yeah, that's because I was in the position to have a 120K swing. I guess you could talk to me when you're in the position to even have a 120K swing. That kind of tracks, right? My favorite indicator is the left one. Folks, indicators are as good as the person using the indicator. There's people who trade and they trade really well without indicators, and then there's other people who trade with 18 indicators and some trade well. Like, having more or less indicators is not the end all be all. Most of the time with an indicator, it's just a quick way to like just look over at something and see what's going on. So for example, for an RSI, if it's super high or super low, it like very quickly just tells you about momentum without you having to do like an intense study of the recent bars. Or even here, it's just a very quick way for me to see in a colorized fashion, are we bearish or bullish? Because I'm just looking at EMAs. So like EMAs, they're not the end all be all. I'm sure I know that there's great trading systems off of them, and I know there's horrible trading systems. But when it comes to the world of trading in general, not even an individual indicator, there is no such thing as an end all be all. With the exact same thing, you're going to find certain people who make it work and make a ton of money. And you're going to find, for the exact same thing, other people who can't make it work and don't make any money and in fact lose a lot of money. But a lot of it, just be careful with how far indicators can really go. Because I find that some, especially in the retail space, there's people who try to live by the sword, die by the sword, and they think like, nope, this is exactly the indicator and this is how it works. No. You could use it as filters and it could slightly increase probability. It could slightly decrease probability. But what I find is a lot of people, when they use an indicator, they're generically taught how it's used in one manner. So here, I'll throw up the RSI right now. And I want to teach you something very important about RSI. Where the fuck is it? Here. Relative Strength Index. So a lot of people are taught when it goes low, look for it to start to come back up. And okay, that's too much bearish momentum. And that's a mean reversion type of play. So right here, they're looking to go long, and look at that. They cherry pick an example of it working. And in this one, I could cherry pick it. I could be like, look at RSI is amazing. Look, it came back up. You could have gone long. And then you could find, you're basically looking for other extremes. You're like, oh, look, it was way too high. And then we fell. And right here, it was way too high. But even there, if you went short when this was high, you got absolutely burned, which then tells you something interesting about RSI is you actually have to know the nature of what you're applying your indicators to. And what I mean by that is sometimes RSI, based on a certain time frame, actually is very strong for telling you mean reversion. If it's super high, that's too much bullish momentum. You're multiple standard deviations above where you normally are, and you're going to fall back, and then vice versa. If you're too low, there's too much bearish momentum, and generally you bounce. But if you actually study the indicator, you're going to notice that it tells you different things about different underlying. So if you apply that to probably most equities, they're going to have more of a mean reverting quality. But on the flip side, if you apply RSI to something like the S&P 500, and you see that the RSI is all bullish or all bearish on the 30-minute, the 4-hour, and the daily, in that, it actually tells you that it's more likely to keep continuing that way. So that's what I mean is like, you kind of have to know how to use the tool, because when people teach the tool, they act as if you can only use it in one way. Like RSI is mean reverting. If it's blown out one way or the other, you got to do the opposite because we're about to bounce. But there are certain circumstances where you use that indicator, and I'm giving you a circumstance. If on many larger timeframes, the SPY is all bullish or all bearish, all overbought or all underbought, there's actually a greater chance that you continue in that way. So instead of it being mean reverting in that circumstance, it's actually trend following. And you actually see that behavior a lot more with the indices and kind of the opposite behavior with equities. So that's what I mean, where like it's fine and like I'm not against it, but once again, to the original statement of it's the only legit indicator, well, obviously that's just verifiably false, because there's a lot of people using other indicators who make a lot of money. There's people who use the RSI and don't know how to use it, and they lose a lot of money. So I'm not saying the RSI is bad. I'm not saying the RSI is good. Same with any other indicator. You just have to know how to use it. That's like the key thing. And I'm giving you a real-time example of the RSI. The exact same indicator tells you two different things based on what you're applying the indicator to. It is a very different piece of information when you apply it to an overall index versus a crypto versus a Forex pairing versus an option. Like it is just, you gotta know how to use it in certain circumstances. It's not like there's no such indicator in the world that is like generally applicable to every single financial instrument, and it tells you the exact same thing. That quality of an indicator just doesn't really exist. And if you think about it, that is not so wild, because there's different things going on in different markets, and it tells you different things. So I think that is like a key thing to understand. Bro took it personal when I was just joking around. It's obviously not the only legit indicator. I was kidding, guys, but I personally can use it to my benefit. What's Matt saying isn't wrong. Yeah, you can totally use it. 100% you could use it, but I would recommend knowing you shouldn't be applying it with the exact same mindset to every single thing in the financial markets. The trend is whipsaw. Everyone loses except option sellers. I don't know. I've sold options, and there's certain times where I still lose money. I did tell you where the water comes from and why you would run out of water. You're simply told to stop using it. Why would they tell you to stop using it when the entire town's on fire, though, Jerry? Does that really make sense? Like, if there was a certain circumstance where they're like, you know what, maybe we should stop telling people to not, like, you know, like use as much water as you want. I feel like it's when your entire town's on fire. Like, it doesn't, like, what, why would you be saving water at that point? My favorite indicator is the tarot cards, the only forward-looking indicator. Once again, though, that's a phenomenal indicator, but you still have to know how to interpret it in the certain circumstances. It's still, these are all great tools, but you have to know how to use it. The most consistent thing in most people's lives are the P&L charts going from the top left to the bottom right. It does feel that way. Right now, the S&P 500 is hanging out just below this level. The longer we spend below 5,900, the worse it gets. But recently, we do have some lower highs and some higher lows, so a bit of consolidation right now. And we're kind of like literally waiting to see which way this does or doesn't break. So kind of watching this just as a short-term 3-minute. We could look at it on the 1 minute. Maybe this is a little bit more granular, a little bit more clear of which way we will or won't be going. Just kind of waiting. I mean, today still confuses me. The Mag 7, the Delta flow did put in a lower high, and we are coming down a little bit, but not by much. And then if you look at the S&P 500 index, it is generically to the upside. And it's just a bunch of puts are being closed. Why are so many? Maybe it's this player. Do we think Captain Condor might be closing? No, Captain Condor hasn't closed his put position at all. So I thought maybe that could have been some of it, especially because there's an imbalance by about 3,000. But that's not it. And actually, what we're seeing isn't even 0 DT. The puts that are being like bought back or sold. No, that would be five. This person closed out a little bit, 5835. I don't know why my screen is shaking. I was just trying to find like what strike, but actually we could do that right here. Hang on. Volume 15 min. All right, we're going to look over the next 5 expirations. All right, so the big volume, 5850 has some volume, and so does 5900. So it probably relates to those strikes. That's where I'm seeing the most volume. There's also a volume spike at 55,800. How's the open interest change, though? That player's still there. 5835 and 5815. There's some open interest change there as well today. What about, hang on, let's see which direction they're playing this. Yeah, so they're selling a ton of puts at 5815. 5815 jumps out to me. They're purchasing some puts for 5860, which is part of the reason why it's my downward target. They're also selling a bunch of puts for 5770 for 110, probably getting ready for the unemployment report. So a lot. Oh, no, excuse me. Those are long puts. Well, that's a pretty crazy position. Yeah, trying to decipher really what this is all about right here. Like, you see the dark blue? It's just from the bottom left to the top right. Longer duration puts they're either selling them to create a position or selling them to close out a position. But regardless, a bunch of puts are being sold. Tough to know if they're opening or closing. That's when we have to check the open interest. And actually now you have some 0 DTEs being purchased. That's the green line popping. What a weird day. A very, very strange day with all this. Yeah, look at that. We just got this north side breakout of a little bit of that consolidation zone. So just getting right back above 5,900, but let's see if it holds there or not. If it's quickly smacked, that could be problematic. But I mean, overall, we're still in the red. I mean, SPY's red, Qs are red. Tesla, Nvidia does not look good. Broadcom bouncing at 10.15. Microsoft is actually looking pretty decent today. Apple's actually looking really decent today. MSTR not so good, down 1.3%. Amazon not so good. Google not so good. So the two of the biggest stocks, Microsoft and Apple, I think the two biggest stocks are actually looking pretty decent. The other big stock, Nvidia, not looking so good. So that's a mixed bag between the top three. Crypto, where's Bitcoin at? Crypto got knocked all the way down to 95. Rum's getting hit today, down 9%. Meta's getting hit. Palantir's getting hit again. So certain tech names are doing well, but most things are doing poorly today. The Mag 7 flow at first was bearish, then it was bullish, then people really started buying Nvidia, like long deltas from the calls, went all the way up, dropped. Now we're kind of flat with maybe a slight trend to the upside. And then looking at the index, very strong. Oops. Just long and strong all day, which makes no sense to me. The options market and then the price it's telling us two very, very different things. A very, very, very different thing. Man, I didn't like Apple is very much long and strong today. I think this is the one thing kind of saving the market right here. If Apple starts to tilt, there's a lot more red than there is green going on right now. The SPY and the Qs are both below their closing value from yesterday. So maybe coming in for a test of that red to green move, which failed right at market open. It failed again at 10. This seems to be that third major test. So we're going to see. But I would say the major watch here is the index. And I mean, I could show you lot of longer duration puts being closed out or just being sold. Regardless, that's adding positive delta. And then right here, 0 DTE calls being purchased. Once again, adding positive delta. So when you look at the put side and when you look at the call side, positive deltas are being added on both. And obviously with that much positive delta, pretty good for the underlying. And that's why we're seeing a bit of a recovery. But generally, when you have this much positive delta, the market is like bottom left to top right. The market kind of normally ends up looking just like the delta. So I'm surprised that this is like, there's just a clear mismatch. Like something strange is going on. So I would clearly be watching that. I'd be watching the Mag 7 as well. Huge pop here at 949. That seemed to relate to Apple and NVIDIA. So watch if it pops again, watch if it falls. And then also in terms of price action, I'd be watching Apple because it is uniquely strong. And so is Microsoft. So if those keep bringing things up, I'd look for the SPY and the Qs to go up. But if they get cracked, I would be wondering if, we're going to get cracked. Now, don't forget, because of Edgeful, the fact that we already pierced the low from yesterday, on the SPY, it happened at 950. On the Qs, it happened at 1010. The fact that we pierced this low on both of them basically tells us with pretty good odds, not a guarantee, but pretty good odds, we will close today below 588.70 and below 515.18. It happens 3 out of 4 times. I think that's a misprint on NVIDIA. I don't think NVIDIA actually traded down at 137 today. Watching Tesla, watching Apple, things are just kind of stalling out right here. Consolidation flag breakout, and now we're getting a bit of a bull flag. Here's the flag pull, and now another little consolidation. I guess at this, if you're playing this, I'm not playing this, but if you were, you'd be looking for the test and break of 5909, 5909. But according to Spot Gamma, the major levels of interest today it's all due to Captain Condor. Sold calls at 5945 and sold puts at 5870. Right now, smack dab in the middle of that. So collecting premium on both sides. And then in terms of other key levels, there's some sold puts at 5875, long puts at 5895, long puts at 5910. And sold puts at 5935 and 5940. Once again, those are bullish bets. If you sell puts, you're betting on it being above that. So that's adding positive delta. That's adding negative delta. And right there, that's a giant condor. There is some long puts down to 5860. That's why when I say my reach target on the day is all the way down here, obviously 5,900 is kind of the decider. Above it, maybe kind of bullish. Below it, clearly bearish. Below it, my first target is 5880, and my reach target is all the way down there. And the reason it's all the way down there is we do see some action, specifically 3.7 thousand long put contracts are open for today to get down to that value. So I'm kind of wondering if that player, how they're going to react and what they're going to do. So that does seem to be my bottom end extent on the 0 DTE. But 5907. The SPYs, well, the Qs are getting right up to their closing value. So trying to do this red to green move. And then so is the SPY. The SPY is a little bit farther away, about 30 cents. Apple showing some strength, and so is Microsoft. They seem to be two of the strongest tech names, specifically Apple intraday. Tesla's not doing much. NVIDIA is kind of looking weak. I think this is a misprint right here. I don't think it actually got that low in the last 5 minutes. But just watching the flow for the rest of the day, I mean, I guess I'm torn on this because one of these is wrong. There's not really many scenarios where you could have this much positive delta being added to the option structure and then price isn't just ripping. So either we're going to see options completely plummet, or we're going to see price get jacked up. And right now in the short term, specifically from 10:22 until now, price is picking up as options are continuing to pick up. But this options flow, this delta flow, is showing no sign of like stopping, and yet price is barely. That's weird to me. It's very, very, very weird to me. We're gonna see how this goes, but I gotta see. If out of nowhere you see the delta dropping, then I think just look out below. Watch 5,900, then watch 5,880, then watch 5,860. Are we missing anything? Are we missing anything? Dude, got so fucking lucky today. What is this? Delta hedging map, call and put flowchart. Vol drops from open, but put buying hangs on while call buying wanes. Well, we could easily check that out on a handy dandy tool called GetSpot. All right, what is this one? So this is the call decks, call decks specific to SPX, just SPX, not SPY or ES. These are the puts. And then this is the aggregate down here. So not too much. This is the net GEX on the day. Got some resistance up here at 5,930, longer duration, not 0DT. A bit of support all the way down here at 5,880. That's the first target. That's not the most helpful. 5,950 upper target, 5,880 lower target. So once again, there's various reasons why 5,880 is my first downside target. But that's not going to happen unless we break this key level. If this ends up being a fake out breakout, if you see options start to tilt, things could get bad. Fed minutes at 2 p.m. Markets are always ranging. Yeah, that could be it. There are the FOMC meeting minutes coming out at 2 p.m. And an hour before that, we're going to get the 30-year bond auction. So there is some movement coming in the world of bonds and yields and really the government and the economy. That's at 1 p.m. And then we also have the FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m., which could be wild because we're going to get some insight to how much were they really talking about and discussing, and how much were they really concerned about the potential Trump tariffs. So that will be all at 2 p.m. Eastern today. So this is not one of those days where you do your trades in the morning and you come back at the end of the day. You're going to want to be paying attention this afternoon. So if you want to start your lunch now and come back at like 12:45, that's completely reasonable. But do not be surprised if there's quite a bit of action this afternoon, and really got to be paying attention to what in the world's going on with the options flow. But folks, overall, that's what I have for you. First of all, don't forget to check out Edgeful. Your first week's free anyway, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. I kind of called that out. I gave you the odds. It is a very helpful trading tool. If you want to be a real trader, you got to get the odds on your side. And this is one of the best tools to get those odds on your side. So shout out to them for partnering up with today's show. And shout out to all you guys for the good vibes. I mean, obviously, jokes aside, I very much went on tilt today. And I am extraordinarily lucky that I was able to get out unscathed. It was a brutal day. And like I said, jokes aside, this was not a quality trading day for me. This was a purely lucky day. And hey, I guess when it comes to the world of trading, if you'd rather be lucky or skillful, you should pick luck every time because there is an aspect of variance. But I got into a trade too early. I oversized it. I fought the trend, and I just got lucky that there was a momentary puke for me to get out. Like it was pure luck. So I'm going to try to, I guess, internalize that lesson moving forward and go back to what I was doing for the past 3 weeks, where I was just discipline. Today was a very undisciplined day for me. And like I said, just because you're green doesn't mean it was a good trade. Just because you're red doesn't mean it was a bad trade. Today, I made $30,000, 1.5K in 20 different accounts. So it was a green day. but you cannot define those as good trades. Those were lucky trades. Sometimes you do the wrong thing and get the right result. Sometimes you do the right thing and you get the wrong result. You should not be judging your trades ever on the result of the trade. You should be judging it on the decision process and the actions up to the trade entry, management, and exit. So the only thing I did right today was get out at a certain point, honestly. But beyond that, every other aspect of it was completely trash. Don't forget to sign up for the Discord. Your first month is free with the code Goonie. And also don't forget that the market is closed tomorrow, opening back up on Friday. So today, there's a lot of action this afternoon. Be careful about that. Market closed tomorrow because of Jimmy Carter passing away. And then on Friday, early in the day, an hour before the market opens, we're going to get the unemployment report. So really the remainder of today is going to be crazy. Then we get an off day to relax. And then Friday, especially in the morning session, it's also going to be crazy. So please be prepared for all of that. That's what I have for you now. I appreciate all the good vibes. Please don't do what I was doing today. I was trading like a silly goose. I had a PhD from Silly Goose University. Don't do what I was doing. Stick to your trading system, stick to your risk, respect your reward, and move on with your life. Once again, thanks for all the good vibes. Shout out to Edgeful. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.